Let's dive into the fascinating history of electronic music, a genre that has transformed the music landscape over the past century. Electronic music's roots can be traced back to the early 20th century. One of the first electronic instruments was the theremin, invented in 1920 by Leon Theremin. This unique instrument is played without physical contact, using the player's hand movements to control pitch and volume. The eerie and otherworldly sound of the theremin made it popular in science fiction movie soundtracks. In the 1950s, the advent of tape recording technology revolutionized music production. Pioneers like Pierre Schaeffer in France began experimenting with recorded sounds, leading to the creation of musique concrète, an early form of electronic music that used natural sounds manipulated with electronic effects. This innovative approach laid the groundwork for future electronic experimentation. The 1960s saw the development of synthesizers, which became essential tools for electronic musicians. Robert Moog's creation of the Moog synthesizer in 1964 was a game changer, allowing musicians to create new sounds and textures. The Beatles and Wendy Carlos were among the first artists to popularize synthesizers in mainstream music. Wendy Carlos' album, Switched On Back, released in 1968, was one of the first classical music albums performed on a synthesizer, bringing electronic music to a wider audience. As technology advanced, the 1970s and 1980s saw the rise of electronic music genres like disco, synthpop, and techno. Kraftwerk, a German band, played a crucial role in shaping the electronic soundscape with their innovative use of synthesizers and drum machines. Their 1974 album Autobahn is considered a landmark in electronic music history. Meanwhile, Giorgio Moroder's work with Donna Summer helped popularize electronic disco music. Here's a fun fact. The iconic bass line of Donna Summer's 1977 hit, I Feel Love, was created using a Moog synthesizer, making it one of the first disco tracks to feature an entirely electronic backing track. This track is often cited as a significant influence on the development of electronic dance music. In the 1980s, the introduction of digital synthesizers and MIDI, musical instrument digital interface, technology allowed for even greater innovation. Artists like Depeche Mode, New Order, and Jean-Michel Jarre used these new tools to push the boundaries of electronic music. House music emerged in Chicago, characterized by repetitive 4/4 beats and synthesized bass lines. This new genre quickly spread to clubs worldwide. The 1990s saw the explosion of electronic dance music, EDM, with the rise of genres like trance, rave, and techno. Artists like Daft Punk, The Prodigy, and Chemical Brothers brought electronic music to the forefront of popular culture. Their innovative use of sampling, looping, and digital effects created a sound that resonated with a new generation of listeners. Another fun fact, the Amen Break, a 6-second drum solo from the 1969 track Amen Brother by the Winstons, has been sampled in thousands of electronic music tracks. It's one of the most sampled beats in music history and has been used in everything from hip-hop to drum and bass. The 2000s and 2010s saw electronic music continue to evolve and diversify. Dubstep, with its heavy bass and syncopated rhythms, gained popularity thanks to artists like Skrillex. Trap music, characterized by its fast hi-hats and booming bass, also emerged as a dominant genre. Festivals like Tomorrowland and Ultra Music Festival became meccas for electronic music fans, showcasing the genre's global appeal. Today, electronic music is more diverse than ever, encompassing genres like future bass, hardstyle, and more. The influence of electronic music can be heard in nearly every genre, from pop to hip-hop to classical. Modern electronic musicians like deadmau5, Marshmello, and Calvin Harris continue to push the boundaries of what electronic music can be. Here's another fun fact. The Roland TR-808 drum machine, initially released in 1980, has had a massive impact on music production. Its distinctive sounds are a staple in hip-hop, pop, and electronic music, and it's still widely used today. Electronic music has come a long way from its experimental beginnings to becoming a global phenomenon. Its ability to constantly evolve and incorporate new technologies ensures that electronic music will continue to inspire and innovate for years to come. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the genre, there's always something new and exciting to discover in the world of electronic music.